Sometimes you have to detach to elevate. And that's what DoorDash is doing, y'all. So DoorDash looked at her life one day and she said, this don't make sense no more. $1,600 in rent, $200 in lights. That's $1,800 before groceries, before gas, before life even starts lifing. And instead of drowning quietly like most people do, she made a decision that scared everybody else. She said she'd rather break her lease and pay the relinquishing fee and give the furniture away and live in her car. Now, most people heard that and thought DoorDash done lost her mind. DoorDash has lost her mind. Girl, DoorDash done lost her mind. She about to go live in a car. Girl, DoorDash done lost her mind.
DoorDash has lost her mind.
But I heard freedom. If she really saves $250 a day, that's $7,500 a month, that's $90,000 in a year. That ain't struggle, baby. That's strategy. See, the real genius isn't just living in the car. It's the detachment. It's the ability to say, these couches, these tables, these walls, they don't own me. Most people stay broke because they're emotionally attached to comfort. They're attached to how things look, attached to addresses, attached to furniture they barely sit on. And I'm not even gonna lie, I feel her. I feel every word she's saying. Because I'm tired of paying bills. I'm tired of paying rent. Because when your rent eats your entire income, you're not living. You are maintaining. You're working just to exist inside four walls you barely enjoy because you're stressed about paying for them. Sometimes elevation requires discomfort. Sometimes the bravest thing you can do is downsize your ego so you can upscale your future. And that's what she's doing. Now, she said she's giving all her furniture away to one of her subscribers. She hasn't done it yet. And that part matters because talking about detaching and actually detaching are two different things. But the mindset is powerful. Her mindset is powerful. And the truth is, a lot of people secretly wish they had the courage to cut expenses drastically, stack that money aggressively, and rebuild from a position of power instead of pressure. Living in a car isn't failure. Living paycheck to paycheck in an apartment you can't afford, that's the quiet trap nobody talks about. So maybe DoorDash isn't as crazy as y'all think. Maybe she's calculating. And maybe, just maybe, more people need to learn how to detach in order to level up. And here's the part nobody want to admit though. Secretly saying, or should I say, security is sometimes the biggest illusion we buy. That apartment, it feels stable. It looks responsible. It sounds grown. But if it's draining her power, if it's draining her energy, if it drains your every single dollar, if it's draining you every month, is it really security or is it a beautified, decorated cage? DoorDash is choosing temporary discomfort over permanent stress. She's saying, I can sacrifice for a season so I don't have to struggle for a lifetime. That shit takes guts. Because people will judge you when they don't understand your strategy. And that's what it is. A lot of people do not understand her strategy. I get it, girl. They'll whisper, she living in her car, as if sleeping in debt is somehow more respectable. But let's be honest, most people, get your butt down. Most people are one emergency away from losing everything anyway. The difference is she's choosing her transition instead of waiting for life to force one on her. And I feel that in my spirit, because when rent takes your whole check, you don't get to dream big. You don't get to invest. You don't get to breathe. You survive. And survival mode is expensive. Now don't get it twisted now. Living in a car isn't glamorous. It requires planning, safety awareness, discipline, mental toughness. It's not something you do because you gave up. It's something you do because you're building up. But the key word here is discipline. She's talking about being disciplined. Man, y'all don't understand. I've been watching this girl for almost 2-3 years now. And look, I see progress. I see progress. And if I helped DoorDash in any way, if she watched any of my videos and I helped her with my words of encouragement, because a lot of my videos was to her, I really hope that she achieves whatever she's trying to achieve. I do. But she is talking about being disciplined. And that's what a lot of people don't have. Discipline. Saving $250 a day sounds powerful, but only if you actually do it. Only if the money doesn't slowly get eaten up by fast food, impulse buys, and just this one spending. The car isn't the plan. The plan is stacking her money. The plan is freedom. The plan is walking into next year with options. And that's the real message that I get from her. Sometimes leveling up doesn't look like luxury. Sometimes it look like sacrifice. Sometimes it look like people misunderstanding you. And if they keep misunderstanding you, baby, that's fine. But if the math makes sense and the mindset is strong, the results will speak loud enough that nobody can laugh anymore. And maybe that's what this is really about. Not just breaking a lease, but breaking a cycle. I get it. So with that being said, DoorDash, if you watch this video, I want you to know that this idea is genius. It's not crazy. A lot of people won't even be able to do this. But I think if you do what you say you're going to do, even if you do it for 30 days, that's still good. If you save up $250 okay, you said $250 a day. So if you save up $250, let's do some math real quick. So you said you're gonna save up $250 a day. You do that, and you said 7 days a week. Stop it, Luna. Stop. 7 days a week. That's $1,700. $1,750, right? A month, if I'm doing that right. So $250 times 7. Okay, times 7 is $1,750. Times, if you did that for the whole year, get down. Let's see. I ain't good at math, so don't judge me. But $250, you said, per day. And it's 7 days a week. So $250 times 7 is $1,750. So that's what she would make in a week. Times 4 is $7,000 in a month. So look, if she do $7,000 a month times the whole year, that's $84,000, girl. Do what you got to do. I challenge you on this one. This one is genius. If you do this right, this is genius. I support you on this one. Y'all can say what y'all want about DoorDash, but I bet some of y'all won't do that. I'm on board. I'm to the point where I'm tired of paying bills. I am over it. And I'm doing it all by myself. I have been doing it by myself since my husband passed away in 2012. And Now that I've made 50 years old, you know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm a spring chicken, but I got a whole lot of get up and go about myself. And I'm going to always make sure I'm straight. But to be paying rent, which I don't pay as much as DoorDash, but when I add up all my bills per month, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's almost $3,500 a month. Now just imagine, and DoorDash sound like my brother, because my brother been saying, do you know if you let that apartment go, do you know if you let that car note go, that you could be saving up a whole lot of money? And do you know my brother right? Do you know that we paying bills and we paying rent and we working our fingers to the bone? We don't see where our money going. It's almost like we have to pay to live in America. You have to pay to live here. We are never going to be homeowners and landowners because we always got to pay taxes. You go somewhere else, buy land, buy a house. From what I heard, you might not even have to pay no more taxes. You own it. It's yours. But in America, we pay for every damn thing. We even pay to breathe. So I feel DoorDash on this one. I just pray that God protect her on her journey, and anybody else that's living in their cars or that's homeless, that's, doing extended stay hotels. We don't know what people's situations are. So who are we to judge people on what they choose to do with their goddamn lives? Who are we? If you think it's crazy, you continue to think it's crazy. But for her pockets, for her peace, for her sanity, she feels that's what she needs to do. And I'm down with that. I am so down with that. She's a very daring and adventurous person. And I tilt my health off for that baby because she got a lot of courage. A lot of courage that a lot of us don't do. That girl get online. She done danced for money. She done asked for money for her surgery. DoorDash ain't afraid to do what she need to do to get what she needs. And I commend her on that kind of stuff, y'all. Y'all could call her a scammer. At one time, it did feel like scamming. But the DoorDash that I see today, y'all, is a little different. And I'm going to give her A for effort because I see her change. It ain't too much that y'all can really say about her because she really trying. She trying. So DoorDash, if you see this video, girl, I pray that God blesses you on this journey. And if you ever decide to rent again, you know what I'm saying? Look for something that's a little cheaper. Because $1,600 is really a lot of money for a one bedroom. And I feel you on the luxury side. You get what you pay for. I get that. But if you could save up $84,000 in a year, girl. Child, look at him. Do your thing. With that being said, this is the assignment. And this is Miss T talking to you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the videos. Bye. Every scar turned into diamonds. I don't beg, I don't chase, I attract. If I say it, best believe I do that. Self-made, self-pay, self-love. If it ain't aligned, I rise above. I can't lie, her drive got me checking myself. She ain't chasing no bag, she becoming the wealth. I respect that hustle, that vision, that flame. She ain't losing herself just to play my game. If we ride, we ride. If not, still respect. Bosses recognize bosses, that's a fact, no flex. I can't hold her back, no, that ain't my lane. She was built to win, she was born this way. If loving me scare you, there's something you gotta face. I can't dim my light, no, just so you feel safe. I can't help myself. Yeah, I'm doing me, I'm choosing peace. I can't help myself. Yeah, if I dream it, I cheat. Yeah. I can't help myself. Boss moves only, watch me elevate. Yeah. I can't help myself. This my life, this my fate. I can't help myself. I was born like this. Boss energy, undeniable. I can't help myself.